Hi there, Total Wines and More. I'm Dino Altomare, Director of Education for Banfi Vintners. Thanks for taking a few minutes to talk about some of the beautiful wines from our portfolio. Since our founding in 1919, Banfi, under the leadership of the Mariani family, has become synonymous with pioneering regions and quality wines that focus on sustainability, research, and education, and offering luxury across every price point. With our third generation of family leadership, Cristina Mariani May, our proprietor and CEO, she is a steadfast champion of luxury wine and hospitality and continues to be recognized for her efforts in a holistic approach to sustainability with the solitary goal of contributing to a better wine world. Castello Banfi, renowned for the Renaissance of Brunello di Montalcino, was founded by the Mariani family in 1978. Since planting our first vines in Montalcino, our purpose has been to better understand our region, our grapes, and our wines, and most importantly, to share every bit of knowledge we've gained along the way with our fellow grape growers and winemakers. During our early years of experimental research in Montalcino and the surrounding areas in Tuscany, we found a surprising star in Vermentino. Vermentino is a rigorous grape that generally prefers warm climates with poor soils, and we often find this being grown in higher elevations. And that's because Vermentino naturally has higher levels of phenols than we might expect from a white grape, which contributes to its greater complexity and mouthfeel. This is a very common grape in Sardinia, where we see really rocky and volcanic soils, but we found a special home in the beautiful area along the southern coast of Tuscany. Just a quick drive west of Montalcino, and you'll find yourself here in the Maremma, where we have sandier soils and a sudden switch to beach town vibes. Here we find a slightly warmer climate, which naturally affords us the ability to make some really complex wines. Much like in the rocky soils of Sardinia, the sandy soils here in Tuscany provide a nutrient-poor home for the vines, which forces them to work really hard to survive, and as a result, produce some really delicious fruit that is full of character and structure from those higher levels of phenols. We can expect fresh and intense aromas of exotic fruit and spices typical of the Mediterranean coast, which translate into the palate along with great levels of salinity, acidity, and minerality thanks to our proximity to the coast. The category of alternative whites continues to show enormous growth, and this is the perfect one to introduce to curious consumers. Vermentino can really run the gamut, with some expressions being super austere, with others smell like potpourri in a glass. Our style, as is the case with all of our wines, is to achieve balance and elegance. For those who may not be familiar with the grape, I would say our style is somewhere between a refreshing Sauvignon Blanc with those great tropical notes and citrus, and an unoaked Chardonnay or a Semillon. We get this lovely waxy almond skin texture on the palate. Our Vermentino, La Pettegola, takes its name from the local name for the seabirds, or the sandpipers on the beach in Tuscany, a name that the locals use also to describe the sweet older ladies in town perched on their window ledges gossiping about the comings and goings of all their neighbors. They say that they make the same squawking sound. Regardless, we believe our La Pettegola will evoke the easygoing lifestyle of the Tuscan coast and offer a perfect pairing for fresh seafood and simply prepared seasonal vegetables, or even some salty snacks while sitting beachside, preferably on the Tuscan coast. Thank you for joining us to learn about our diverse and vibrant portfolio. From our house to yours, salute to a better wine world.